It started with a voice whispering my name inside a building that was supposed to be empty. I was standing just outside the rusted gates of San Lazaro Asylum, an abandoned mental hospital scheduled for demolition. The city had fenced it off years ago after a fire killed 3 squatters inside. No electricity, no guards, no residents. That's what they said. I'm not a thrill seeker. I was there because I'm a freelance videographer hired to capture last-minute footage before the building was torn down. Urban decay, the client called it. Easy money, daylight shoot, in and out. But the sun was already dipping when I arrived, and the air felt heavy, like the building was breathing, slow and tired. The gate creaked open on its own. I told myself it was the wind. The first thing I noticed inside was the sound. Not silence, never silence. A low hum like distant electricity, even though the power had been cut for decades. My footsteps echoed too loudly, as if the halls were amplifying them, replaying them back to me a half-second late. The walls were still lined with peeling patient charts, names, ages, diagnoses written in faded ink. Patient exhibits auditory hallucinations. Patient claims the building speaks to him. I laughed under my breath. Nervous habit. Then my camera battery dropped from 100% to 62% in seconds. I stopped walking. I checked the screen. No apps running, no recording, just drained. That was the first quiet sign, the kind you ignore because it doesn't scream danger yet. I continued down the main corridor. The temperature dropped sharply, my breath fogging the lens. Doors lined the hallway, most hanging open, some sealed shut with boards that looked newer than everything else. That's when I heard it, a soft dragging sound, not footsteps, something heavier, slower. I froze, listening. The sound stopped when I did. My chest tightened. "Hello," I called, hating how small my voice sounded. No answer. I told myself it was rats or loose metal. Old buildings settle right. I stepped into one of the patient rooms, a rusted bed frame, leather restraints still bolted to the sides, scratches along the wall, deep, frantic marks dug into concrete. Then the smell hit me, burnt plastic, old smoke, the fire. As I lifted the camera to film, the viewfinder flickered. For a split second, I saw someone standing behind me. I spun around. The room was empty. My heart was pounding now, hard, fast, the kind of panic that creeps in quietly before you realize you're scared. I checked the footage, frame by frame. Nothing, no figure, no glitch, just me. I should have left then. Instead, I went deeper. The basement door was at the end of the hall, chained, padlocked, except the chain was hanging loose. The lock snapped clean in half like it had been torn open. Cold air poured out from below, carrying something else with it. Whispers, not voices, breath shaped like words. I couldn't make them out, but they weren't random. They rose and fell together, like a crowd murmuring in the dark. My camera started recording on its own. I didn't press anything. The red light blinked. Against my better judgment, I went down the stairs. Each step groaned under my weight. The whispers grew louder, clearer. Not sentences, names, different names, overlapping. Some whispered softly, others screamed. Halfway down, I realized something was wrong. The names were coming faster now, too fast. And then I recognized one, mine. I stumbled, nearly dropping the camera. The whispers stopped instantly, replaced by silence so thick it hurt my ears. At the bottom of the stairs was a long corridor, blackened by fire damage. The walls were scorched, melted in places. This was where the squatters died. This was where they were trapped. My camera light flicked on by itself, illuminating the floor. Handprints, charred black handprints leading down the hall. Some small, some large, all facing the same direction, away from the exit. I felt something brush past my shoulder, ice cold. I turned. Nothing, but the air behind me rippled like heat distortion in reverse. My vision warped. and suddenly I wasn't alone. The hallway was full. Shapes stood pressed against the walls, their outlines barely visible, like shadows burned into the air. Faces twisted in silent screams, eyes hollow and dark. They weren't moving, they were watching. The camera shook violently in my hands as the whispers returned, louder than ever. "Stay! Don't leave. We're still here." I ran, or tried to. The hallway stretched impossibly long, the exit shrinking no matter how fast I moved. The walls pulsed, breathing in time with my heartbeat. The whispers turned into laughter, broken, desperate laughter. Then I tripped. The camera flew from my hands, skidding across the floor. When I looked up, I saw him, a man standing at the end of the corridor. His body was intact, unlike the others. His clothes were clean, modern. He smiled at me. "You see them now," he said calmly. "That means it's working." I demanded to know who he was. He stepped closer and the lights flickered. "I was a doctor here," he said, "before the fire, before the truth burned." He gestured to the shadows around us. They were never patients. They were containers. My head spun. "They listen," he continued. "They remember. And now so will you." The shadows surged forward. I screamed and woke up outside the gates. Morning light, birds chirping, the asylum silent and still. The camera lay beside me, undamaged, full battery. I checked the footage. Hours of video. Basement footage I don't remember filming. Faces staring directly into the lens. And at the very end, a clear shot of me lying unconscious on the floor, while someone stood over my body, smiling at the camera. That video was uploaded automatically at 3:42 a.m. I didn't press upload. The file name was already saved. New patient, do not delete. I quit videography after that, but sometimes, late at night, my phone buzzes with notifications from an account I don't recognize. Comments on a video I never shared, all saying the same thing: "You're still there." Subscribe for more chilling tales.